Is a 45 kilo weight loss possible on TRT? From 120 kilos to 75 kilos for men who have clinically low testosterone levels. It's not a fat loss drug or a weight loss drug, and it's not a shortcut. And naturally, they start training harder, eating better, being more consistent, and because they see the results, TRT creates the environment, but the results come from actions. Testosterone therapy, nutrition, training, a realistic rate of fat loss, then maybe you'll lose around half a kilo to 1 kilo per week. There are no shortcuts, there are no hacks, just a structured progress. Can testosterone therapy really take someone down from 120 kilos to 75 kilos? Or is this just another fitness industry fantasy? Because if you've been online recently, you've probably seen these dramatic TRT transformations, massive fat loss, shredded physiques, life-changing results. But here's the truth. Testosterone therapy is powerful, but it's also misunderstood. And today, I'm going to break down exactly what testosterone therapy can do and what it can't do, and whether a transformation like this is actually realistic. Section 1. What TRT actually does. Let's start with the basics. Testosterone therapy is designed for men who have clinically low testosterone levels. It's not a fat loss drug or a weight loss drug, and it's not a shortcut. And it's definitely not magic, though sometimes people feel the results are. But what it does do is restore your hormones back to an optimal range. And when this happens, several things improve, starting with energy levels. Energy levels increase, motivation improves, recovery gets better, muscle protein synthesis increases, fat distribution becomes more favorable. So yes, TRT can indirectly support fat loss, but it's not going to do the work for you. It's simply putting your body in a position where the results become possible again. And it makes getting those results a bit easier, where you're more motivated to do those. Can you go from 120 kilos to 75 kilos? Now let's address the big question. Is a 45 kilo weight loss possible on TRT? The honest answer is yes, but not because it's of testosterone alone. A transformation like this requires the following: a sustained calorie deficit, constant training, both resistance and cardio, so that means weights, high adherence to months or years of consistency, lifestyle changes, and then TRT can support the journey. But it doesn't replace all those fundamentals. If someone goes from 120 kilos to 75 kilos, what you're really seeing is discipline plus consistency and time. And testosterone is just one piece of the puzzle. Here's where TRT actually becomes interesting. When you diet aggressively without hormonal support, especially if testosterone is low, you don't just lose fat. You also lose muscle, and sometimes quite a bit of muscle. And that's a big problem, because muscle is what keeps your metabolism higher. It gives you that lean look. So this muscle supports long-term weight maintenance. Now, testosterone therapy helps preserve lean muscle during a caloric deficit. So instead of ending up the skinny fat, we've got no muscle and you still have body fat, you'll more likely end up with lean, strong, and defined muscles. And this is why testosterone therapy and TRT transformations often look more dramatic. It's not just fat loss, it's better body composition. So why does TRT get the reputation as some sort of miracle? Well, there are a few reasons. Firstly, before TRT, many men feel fatigued, unmotivated, struggling to train consistently. They gain fat easily, but after TRT, they suddenly feel like themselves again. They want to go exercise. Testosterone makes work seem a bit easier. And naturally, they start training harder, eating better, being more consistent, and because they see the results and see the improvement, it continues. But here's the key point. TRT didn't create the discipline. It restored the ability to apply the discipline, because again, it made the work seem a bit easier. So let's clear up a few myths. Testosterone therapy does not melt fat. Testosterone therapy does not replace diet and training, and testosterone therapy does not guarantee a transformation. None of that is true. What TRT does do is it improves the hormonal environment. It supports muscle retention, it enhances recovery and performance. But if your diet is poor, if you're not training hard, you'll not see those dramatic changes. Now, instead of just talking theory, let's look at real-world examples from the UK, because this is where things get interesting. This is a client in his late 30s based in the UK. Starting weight around 118 kilos, pretty big guy. End weight 78 kilos. Time frame 14 months. Before starting treatment, he was experiencing low energy, poor sleep, difficulty losing weight despite dieting, low testosterone, confirmed with 2 blood tests. After being clinically assessed, he began a structured TRT protocol alongside a controlled calorie deficit, strength training 3 to 4 times per week, daily step targets, and added cardio. And over time, the results were consistent, not rapid, but consistent. And importantly, he didn't just lose weight, he preserved muscle. He improved his overall body composition. Reality check. This is very important. So are the transformations that we're showing in this video real, or are they just hype? Now, this is where I want to be very clear. The transformation didn't happen because of TRT. It happened because he followed a structured plan. He stayed consistent for over a year, and TRT supported his ability to actually execute on that plan. This is a real patient example, and individual results will vary. TRT is only prescribed following medical assessment and is not a weight loss treatment. Everyone responds differently to testosterone therapy. It's not a shortcut, and it's not suitable for everyone. What this shows is exactly what we discussed earlier. TRT creates the environment, but the results come from actions. So when you see transformations online, don't just ask, were they on TRT? Ask, what did they actually do consistently for 12 plus months? So what should you expect? If everything is done properly, testosterone therapy, nutrition, training, a realistic rate of fat loss, then maybe you'll lose around half a kilo to 1 kilo per week. And this means roughly about 45 kilos. Transformation could take possibly 9 to 18 months, or sometimes longer. So you don't want to rush it, you don't want to burn into the muscle. And that's assuming you're consistent. There are no shortcuts, there are no hacks, just a structured progress. So who should actually consider testosterone therapy? Testosterone isn't for everyone. It's for men who have clinically low testosterone and experience symptoms: fatigue, low libido, poor recovery, have confirmed blood work, usually 2 tests or more. It's not something you just jump on purely for the fat loss, because that would be the wrong approach. So is going from 120 kilos to 75 kilos on testosterone possible? Is it real? Yes, it's real. But it's not the testosterone that creates the transformation. It's the work you put in, and it's supported by the right hormone environment. If you think you might have low testosterone, or you're struggling to make progress despite doing everything that you think is right, then we can help. Head over to balancemyhormones.co.uk to learn more. And if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to Balance My Hormones for more evidence-based content on TRT and HRT, and even long-term health and longevity tips.